Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now before we get into this, let's go shopping. Them denim looking dunks, I feel like they're growing on me. The more and more I see them, I've seen them in a couple of stores now. I feel like the new protection pack, maybe the black joints I might get into, I don't know. But on today's episode, I decided to do something that I've done before. Go op shopping, thrifting, whatever you want to call it, and see what we can find. Last time I found a pretty, I'm not gonna say crazy, I mean it was like a women's dunk wedge, but it just so happened to be selling for hundreds of dollars online. I had a friend that wanted them, sold them to her for 100, so even then, in that, crazy. Previously, I feel like they were a black toe. They could be a Chicago. They were in my size. Came back like 20 minutes later, they were gone. Long time ago. It's always haunted me. They were super beat, like super beat, but that's beside the point. Let's go op shopping. We're back to doing op shops. Let's see what we can find. Last time we obviously got a pretty good find in the women's dunk. Was able to sell it for $100. Probably could have sold it to more, but I sold it to a friend. So let's go. There you go. Not too bad. It was not looking good, man, like honestly. I went to a few around sort of my area. Then there's like the biggest one, I feel like, is kind of just outside, maybe like a 20-minute drive. We went there too. Absolutely nothing. There was 1,000 pairs of women's high heels and all the shoes look like they come from Lowe's, so let's go to the next one.
For them to have that amount. Morning.
There you go, Ian.
Good job.
So far not so good in terms of trying to do another like Vinny's op shop type thrift type video. I did see some Nikes, but they were like maybe a weightlifting shoe. And then I thought I saw some kids like football boots, maybe Adidas or something. But funny thing was, in the second last joint I went to, the last one I didn't actually film, they were talking about the jab and all this type of stuff, and I said, yeah, I ended up in the hospital. And then she's like, look, what's your name? I'm a Christian. I want to pray for you, if that's okay. And I'm just like, not really. Like, it was funny, I've never seen too many religious people being anti all that, but like, I was like, look, I ain't religious, do you, but I'm good. And then she just kept talking and I couldn't go, and I was like, strange one, man, but we're gonna have to try some different spots because I ain't seeing nothing. Wasn't looking good. Was not looking good. I had planned to the following day go into Newcastle. Some of the ones there I've been told do quite well. And look, if we couldn't find anything, I was thinking about even going Central Coast, something just to like turn this around. But then something crazy happened. Alright, so we've been doing a bit of Vinnie's, bit of looking around, doing op shopping, see if we can get a find, you know, on the second-hand market that's not really like resellers and that. Randomly I get hit up by a friend that works at Cash Converters. Well, I don't even think I got hit up. I think she shared a story on her Facebook saying, oh, apparently we sell sneakers now. And it was a pair of Shadow 2.0s for $100. So I got a black light, we're going to go check them out, but if they're $100, I'm grabbing them. They're definitely worn, but the soles look brand new. So I think they're an 11, so if they're a little bit too big, I'm going to try them on. If they're too big, I'm just going to sell them. But I could definitely sell them for like 200. So let's do that. Well, I bought another black light just because I was out and about when this all happened, and it didn't come with batteries, so fucking pointless. They do, however, have a Foot Locker sticker, so it's a good chance that they're real, but we'll test them out anyway. Have a look. It seems to be true, usually is. Nah, I've never been here before. Have the AUD thing too, so not USD. It's another good sign. I'll check them over with the black light. I made sure that if they're not legit, I can bring them back, but I'm pretty sure they're good. A lot of creasing on the toe, but the sole is perfect. The other thing you're seeing with the turbo greens that, you know, I could see straight away when they were fake. This has got the right label, it's got the Foot Locker label. The tag from AUD was ripped off, but it was inside the box. I would assume when they put them out to be priced, they don't want that there, because that'll confuse people. I don't know, but because they obviously don't know anything about sneakers. I was telling them how to, you know, with a black light, legit check them. And I said, look, to be honest, should have priced these at about 200. So let's get them home, check them over, and look, we're doing well with this shit, man. We ain't done nothing in the op shops, but maybe I need to check out Cash Converters more often. I know someone that works there, so she's gonna message me anytime they get anything. So that's cool, man. Let's check these out. This could be an absolute steal. Absolute steal. I always regret not getting a pair of these, so for $100, can't go wrong. And I got Fallout 76 for $3 for somebody, so I wanted them to play with me because I love the game so much, and I got it for them for $3, so now I can force them. The moment of truth. What do you reckon? Saw the turbo greens, showed you all the different signs you should be looking for when legit checking them. We do have the black light. To be honest, they got the Foot Locker sticker just there. It had the AUD, Nike AUD there. It was ripped off and inside the box for some reason. I'm assuming that it's just so there was no confusion when they were out on the sales floor, right? Right. Cash converter sticker on there. There'll be B-roll for all of this. To me, they don't look like they've been worn too often. I would say whoever worn them, maybe they were a bit big for them, just based on the creasing. But if we check them over, there's none of those lines. Good quality leather. None of that glue smell. We got ourselves a genuine pair of Shadow 2.0 Jordan 1s. This is a pair I slept on back in the day. Maybe it was like, maybe I'd bought too many at the time or whatever. I was like, I don't need them. I prefer the original Shadows, which I do, to be fair. But for $100, even if they are like a size 11, I'm like a 10, 10 and a half, right? I got 10 and a half in Jordan 1s, I got 10s in Jordan 1s. I could probably get away with this. I feel like it might be a little bit big, but I will try them on to double check that. But you can see the cash converters signed us there. There'll be B-roll for all this. What do they call them? Basketball shoes, Nike Air Jordan 1 Retro High Shadow, $99.99. There is a ton of creasing on them. The sole is like perfect condition. No star loss, no nothing. There's a few marks on the midsole on the right hand side. No scuffing in the leather. Just really creased. I mean, this is creased feet after all. And he's still even got the stickers, the non-leather leather stickers in there like they do. So for $100, man, like crazy. I feel like if these don't fit, I could sell these for $200, right? I'm back. I've made some profit there. Maybe I'll sell them at It's More Than Just Sneakers in Melbourne. I'm thinking about heading down. I'm thinking about making the journey again, doing another Melbourne trip. I feel like it has to be once a year I go to Melbourne. And I've been itching to go to another sneaker event. The Sydney one's not for a long time, so maybe I'll go to Melbourne. Hit me up if you're a size 11 in Melbourne. You can get these for $200. Reselling on StockX brand new for 400 plus. And these barely been worn, bro. Like, I would say the only reason the creasing is like this is they're probably a size too big for them. You know, you start getting flopping around and all that, but it's crazy, man. Had the paper in it, the box is perfect. I have to start checking out cashies more. Maybe I'll go check out other pawn shops. I don't think there's too many pawn shops around anymore. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw a pawn shop. So we'll have to check them out, man, because yeah, the op shops were a miss. I didn't even see anything. It all just looked like joints from Lowe's. And to be honest, they feel like they've got their own private little mafia that goes through and like checks them before they even hit the shelves. And it's a wrap. Whereas I told them, you should have priced these around about $200. They're like, yeah, we wouldn't have sold them for that though. Still a steal. $200. Lightly worn. I don't know if you can say lightly worn. I feel like lightly worn by someone who the shoe didn't fit properly, because the creasing, you're gonna see B-roll and everything. The creasing is horrible on one shoe more than the other. But like, there's no star loss, no nothing. The sole doesn't even look like it's touched the ground. So unless like someone just started smashing them doing them ones, I don't know. Crazy. But this has been another episode of Creased Teeth. Let me know in the comments. You ever seen some joints like this sitting in cash converters? Maybe out in like West Sydney there might be TNs over there. I don't know. I never really seen it. I hit up someone I know who does a lot of thrifting about, and he said, oh, cash converters? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I've seen them every now and again sort of there. So maybe it is a thing. Sneakers obviously hold value. We obviously believe they hold value. So something to think about. But this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back twice a week. Peace. Just a really good neutral colour. I wish they were a little bit smaller when they fit me. Because they've already been worn, like you don't really care about wearing them. When you're undressing, when you're unde-essing something, it's like a complete thing. I don't know what it is to us sneakerheads, it just is. It's an event almost, but you know, I'll try them on. If they're not too big, I might keep them. We'll see. If I'm at Melbourne with these, trying to move them on, you know what happened.